So anyway, so here's the first question. The first question is based on this video right here, and let's
Oh,
talk
well,
about it.
well, looky. Project 2025 is continuing to move forward very smoothly, might I add. Trump signed the executive order that individuals who are on public housing got 2 years effective 2026. You have to figure your life out because public housing isn't something you're supposed to be on all your life. It's only to get you on your feet.
Okay, so my question to y'all is, okay, uh, here's the question, and you put it in the comments. Is 2 years enough for Section 8 tenants? That's just the bottom line. He's saying effective 2026, you're gonna have 2 years to get off of Section 8 housing. Some people, whole family, been raised on Section 8. Some people on Section 8 right now. Is 2 years enough? You put it in the comments. Is 2 years enough for Section 8 tenants? Shawnee, I already see your head moving. What say you?
Um, 12 months is enough. Forget
Mm,
2 years. 12 months is enough.
mm.
Because again, we're paying, the taxpayers are paying for these people to have luxury lives doing nothing.
Mm.
Um, and in my house, the refrigerator work, the washing machine work, I work, everybody work. Okay. So it has become a generational curse. I think it's for our own good to push our people. It's for our own good to push our community. And I think that one of the greatest blessings is to experience becoming a homeowner.
Mm.
Getting a piece of the pie with a lot of the migrants come over here and just do their thing, and I'm happy for them, and get their establishments and their homes, stuff like that. But our community has to dead that lazy and it's just a horrible procrastinating spirit to think that, oh, I can just rely on these people to, pay my rent forever. No,
Mm.
it's I think it's pushing us, and it's helping them. It's helping the people. At some point they're going to appreciate it later. They're going to
Gwen,
appreciate.
what do you think, Gwen? For Section 8, is 2 years enough? Shawnee is saying 12 months is enough. Is 2 years enough?
I think 2 years is enough, and I agree with Shawnee. 12 months is enough. I mean, it's past due. You what were you doing? Are were you planning on staying on it forever? You know,
I mean, some people whole family been raised on Section 8. Some people
but
still
that
on Section 8. Some people done passed the grandma, the great grandma done passed down the apartment in the project,
yeah,
to the mama, to the this. You know what I'm saying? And also too, I feel like, what about the people like that are, I feel like where Section 8 needs to be reserved for is for those elderly people.
Yes,
Let's keep the elderly people
yes,
on
yeah,
Section 8 housing. The
yes,
income isn't there. They can't go out and work. Let's
yes.
reserve that from there. And let's also
yeah,
too, let's make sure the elderly is not housing the grandchild and the mama that can go out there and work. And if they
yeah.
do, let's
I
get
agree with
them, let's get the mama and the grandchild 12 months, unless of course someone is disabled,
Right.
then let's have her with the grandchild. But I do feel like Section 8 is how
It's
every
a
first of all,
cripple. It cripples people. It
yes.
really cripples and enable our community, and it's just it's terrible. You know.
Okay, but then I gotta throw this out there. Okay, because you're talking about, let's remove the Section 8 because you're not, is yes, and I agree, you're not meant to be on it on your whole life. Okay, but also too, what you talking about, y'all are complaining about, Section 8 housing and the funding that's going over there, but we sent 50 million over to Gaza for condoms, 50,000 over to Peru for a trans poetry book. You know,
and
there's
billions
money.
to Ukraine.
Yes. 11.2 billion to the Ukraine. Like we have so many line items that was going over to foreign soil when we could all be going to school for free and all be going, all have free Medi-Cal. So I feel like Section 8 is the least of your worries, but I do want to see, because with Section 8 comes a mindset. You don't feel
Yep.
safe in no projects at night. You know what I'm saying? I don't even feel
Yes.
safe walking by no project, parking my car by no projects at night, because of the mindset that comes with low income, people that are stay in low income housing. So I feel like if we get everybody that's young and able out of there and leave the seniors in there, then it will be great senior development. And then we move the people like that's just getting off of Section 8. Let's move them to affordable housing. Let's get you, you know what I'm saying? Let's baby step you and get you in affordable housing. So the rent is less, okay, but then that's 2 years. Now then let's get you to paying the regular thing, because that will now propel you. You know what I mean? But I feel like we gotta save for see. Let's see
We
what the
need,
comments say.
but I think also we need requirements when we give you this assistance, right? Like, okay, you can stay in this development, but you got to go to school. You need some type of trade. You need some type. It ain't no baby steps. These are grown
Right.
people. You
Right.
you have to cut. We are enabling them. It's nothing wrong. Anytime Michael Jordans come out and they're the first ones in line, it's
You
nothing
know?
wrong with them. It's nothing
Right.
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
You're
They,
absolutely
we,
right.
No,
This is
no. It's
we have
it's it's
we have
true. It's
created
true. I don't even have a
monsters.
pair of Jordans,
We
because
have
all
created
my Jordans go to
monsters.
this rent. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
and it's
um,
a tradition in those people's lives. They
Yes,
do that,
yes,
you know.
the
yes.
the thing about it is, I'm with the programs going for the people that need them. Like, here's what people don't know, and I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute. I see y'all over there. The question is, and what we're discussing is Project 2025 moving forward, Section 8. 2 years. The president said you got 2 years beginning 2026 to get off of Section 8 and get on your feet. It's meant for you to get on your feet. And our question is 2 years enough? But dang, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Let me get to the comments, y'all. Okay. Um, um, Kay said, please vote for him again. He has your family and its needs in mind. She said, does that include senior citizens? Um, AD Snipe says was raised on it as well. Not sure. It depends on individual circumstances as well. They most deaf do not have luxury lives, sis. No, they don't have luxury lives, but what I feel like, when you have 2 years on a program, it is going, like, there are a lot of people that came through Section 8 and are wealthy today. Those people had a mindset, but there are some people that are still in the grandmother is still in that apartment that she was in, that her great grandmother left her, because some people are not going to leave Section 8. And if you are a senior, I do feel like let's save Section 8 for the seniors. But if you are a well able, because the thing about it too is, every good mother I know, like when she had a child when she was a teenager, she got one child. If she did good raising that child, she is one child, because when you're a good mother, you have to invest in taking this child to practice and soccer, and the child joining up in this. But everybody I know that keep getting a babysitter, they come home with another child and another baby daddy.
Yeah, because
And
it's a luxury to pay $10 a month for rent.
yes,
That's a
yes,
luxury.
yes.
Sorry.
Stacy said, "What about the disabled? There has to be more clarity." And I feel like there is going to be clarity for the disabled. There is going to be clarity for the senior citizens. I feel like they are targeting that well able. And this is what I was going to say too is programs like, for instance, like EBT. I did not know this about EBT. EBT is for the small business. Like, it's for the parent that needs help, but it's also for the small business like myself. They have that when you report your actual income to EBT, they understand that a small business may be getting funds. You may be getting $75,000 for EBT, but you may have to pay out $65,000, and you know what I'm saying. So you may not have it as a small business. So what they do is they deduct 40% of your revenue for your expenses so that you can get it, and then they deduct the things that you have to pay. They are making it for the small business. a lot of people don't understand that, like, more like people need that kind of program. If you're a small business, you need that because food is expensive, and you may just have just enough to operate your business, but your business may have a promising, maybe promising. So I feel like Section 8 is the same way. Let's get you with that too. Not, but EBT, is not meant for me to stay on, and not meant for the business to stay on, but it is meant for it to be income. So until you get on your feet, that's what I feel about Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Stacy is saying, I don't know what that was. You said you all seem very biased. There are two very distinct differences in folks who live in Section 8: pre-crack and post-crack eras. Okay, what era are you like?
That's a
Because
choice. I thought she was
okay,
down with.
but but this is the post-crack, this is the post-crack era. You know what I'm saying? This is the post-crack, like crack. Like, I don't even know nobody on crack right now. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is the post-crack area. He said you do realize that 90% of the folks on Section 8 are single black women. Yeah, okay, and this is what I'm saying too is
Oh, wait a minute.
okay.
Where did that stat come from? That's not true. You have a
Well,
lot. I think the Caucasians
let's
have. I don't. Let's
hold
look
on. Let's
at
look it
that.
up. Let's look
Yeah.
up the stats of. Hold on. Let's look up
No, no, no,
stats
no.
of Section 8 housing recipients. I'm gonna look it up right now. We ain't even gonna debate on it. In 2023, 2024. Let me see stats of Section 8 housing recipients. Um, let me go by race. Let me see by race, because single black women, we out here, we running all type of
And if
oh,
that is indeed a fact, then that's even better
okay,
for our community because guess what? No more. You gotta get up and you gotta work and you gotta get
okay. So I just looked it up.
uh-huh.
It says project based Section 8.
Mhm.
About half of the residents are white, about a third are black, and 13%
Yeah.
are Hispanic.
Yeah,
Hey.
the black
Yes.
the blacks are the most educated. I knew that number was low.
Woo.
Let's come
Okay.
correct, guys.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, so we just clarified it.
Yeah.
With single mothers though who are receiving Section 8. See, I'm with you getting out after 2 years, because that's how you don't get a second bad baby daddy. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You have
Yes.
that first baby
Yes.
daddy
I'm
that might
making
have flip,
excuses.
like, when you have Section 8, that's how you keep choosing the horrible men,
Yeah.
because you got $10 worth of rent. So if he look good, your
Yeah.
hormones jumping, he
Yeah.
coming there again.
And
But
you
when
get to
you
watch
have to pay
television all day.
$1,700,
Yeah, and eat
everybody I
crab
know that's got to pay
legs.
two thousand,
Yeah.
$1,700 a rent, that second person is a husband and a
Mm-hmm.
whole family,
Mm-hmm.
because they understood they're not about to have this
Mm-hmm.
hard way to go any longer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. AD Snipes, I want to say thank you so much for joining in the conversation, because this makes it so great. Stacy said, oops, the original food stamp program guaranteed money put into the economy each month. She also said, he said, curious, were any of you women ever on Section 8? No.
I wish.
I wasn't on Section 8,
Never.
but but the thing is too is I'm with how the program benefits people. Sometimes you do take a fall, and I'm with how it benefits people. But I am with it being like for instance, like, I want them to be stipulations. If you have a disabled child, let's let you stay on Section 8. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's hard enough to get the programs out of there. So I want you to be able to dedicate your funds to the program so you can do, a lot of people have autistic children. Let's let your resources go to getting that child the help, getting that, keep your rent low so that you can now provide for the child. Seniors, let's let you stay on there. Disabled, let's let you stay on there. Do you know, if we just had those categories of people, in the Section 8, now the projects will be a safe haven for those low income people. But right now, if you raising, you got 5 baby daddies and ain't none of them around, and you got all these kids that's missing their father, and all of them in the project, honey, that's where you can't walk past a building at. You see what I'm saying? Because of the Section 8. Okay, we gotta move on. We gotta move on, child. We could be talking about this all day. Now, it's Black History Month. Guys, I am so sick of, not sick of, but sometimes this subject can take over the show. the Trump, the this. Oh, I had another thing that we needed to talk about. Okay, and then we got a game to play. I got another thing we need to talk about. Let me get to AD comments. He said, AD said, okay, that explains your skewed biases. Not saying you're completely wrong. However, having someone that was on Section 8 on the panel can give you a better perspective. Okay, were you on Section 8? Are you still on Section 8? Put that in the comments while we move on to the next
No,
thing.
but I know
Okay.
people that was on Section 8. That's why I said the luxury of it. Because I know a few. I lived around the corner from the projects. I'm from the ghetto, but I didn't live in the projects. So I know a lot of people, and I think they're still there. Like this, 40 years later, there's like it's a generational curse. So stop taking up for the people. We're not trying to criticize anyone. We just trying to regulate where our tax dollars come from. You can no longer continue to abuse the people that has to get up every day. And I don't have the luxury to stay home and watch Maury Povich and eat crab
Okay.
cakes. I don't
Grew
have that
up on
luxury.
it, left home at 16. That's good for you. And I think what we're saying is, we wish people had that mentality,
They
but
don't.
us, a lot of people don't. But I do know some seniors that are on Section 8, and I would not want to see Section 8 be removed from those seniors. You
Well,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
not
People,
called Section 8. When we talk about disabled and seniors, that's not that's in another category. That's like subsidized. Okay, but we're talking about Section 8. You know,
yes, no, but it's considered Section 8 too
yeah.
that they have, but they're subsidizing it for those seniors. And so that's what I don't want to see move. You say you will never be able to determine where your tax dollars go. Never. Now, AD, I'm with you on that because tax dollars was just going over to Gaza, giving them 50 million for condoms. Okay, well we could
That's
be over
why
here.
Elon Musk is auditing and going through everything. That's why he's going through
Okay.
everything right now.
All right, let's move on to this next thing. Okay, right here. Okay, first of all, before I move on, I gotta say this, guys. If you're looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right